Good morning, class. I am Teacher Deo. For today's topic, it's all about argumentative and persuasive text. Before that, let's take a quick check on today's objectives. At the end of one 20-minute period, 85% of the class will be able to first identify the difference between argumentative and persuasive text, show active participation in a group debate, and to construct a persuasive essay with important details related through listening from TED Talk. To start off, you will be divided into 4 groups. Each group must choose a leader. Your leader will pick a piece of paper inside the box, and it consists of 4 words: argumentative, persuasive, text, and debate. The group is expected to provide at least 3 ideas and importance of the word that they had drawn. In 5 minutes, your thought must be written in a yellow paper. 2 minutes will be given into 4 groups to brainstorm and finalize your answer. And after that, the presentation will start. So what is an argumentative text? An argumentative text is a piece of writing that takes a stance or an issue. In a good argumentative essay, a writer attempts to persuade readers to understand and support their point of view about the topic by stating the reasoning and providing evidence to back it up. We have 4 types of outlining a good argumentative essay. Remember, argumentative should have a straightforward structure to the readers can easily follow. First is your introductory paragraphs. This part of your argumentative should outline what topic you have picked. You should provide background information and evidences that present in your topic. Second, your argumentative statements. This is part of your first paragraph. It is a concise and one-sentence summary of your main point and claim. Third, body paragraphs. Each body paragraph should cover a different idea or a piece of evidences and that contains a topic sentences that clearly and concisely explain why the reader should agree with your position. Body paragraphs are where you back up your claims with examples, research, studies, and text citations, presenting facts and considering a topic from every angle adds credibility and will help you gain a reader trust. Number 4, conclusion. This is where you make your one paragraph that restate your thesis and summarize all of the arguments made in your body paragraph. To sum it up, in writing an argumentative essay, we need to have an introduction, your statements, your body paragraph, and the conclusion. There are 5 types of argument claims. Once you decide what you are arguing and know your thesis statement, you need to consider how you will present your argument. There are 5 types of argument claims that can drive your essay. Number 1, fact. Whether the statement or your claim is true or false. Number 2, definition. This is a dictionary definition of what you are arguing, plus your own personal interpretation of it. Number 3, the value. This is where you see the importance of what you are arguing. Number 4, cause and effect. What causes the problem in your essay and how it affects it. Gets? Number 5, policy. Why the reader should care and what they should do about it after reading your own argumentative essay. Gets? Okay. So that makes how the argumentative text cycles in writing. Because we are already know about the argumentative text, next is the persuasive text. Yes, from the root word persuade, it aims to persuade your readers. A persuasive text is any text where the main purpose is to present a point of view and seeks to persuade a reader. A persuasive text can be an argument, exposition, discussion, review, or even an advertisement. How is persuasive text structured? A persuasive text is organized to include a statement of position, arguments, and a reinforcement of position statement. The statement of position gives an overview of the argument and reveals the position to be argued. Next is the arguments section, which is a series of points with supporting evidence. Here is where you try to convince the reader into believing your point of view on a particular issue. As a basis, you should have at least three main argument points and can include more if necessary. After you have put forth your arguments, you need to sum it up. In this section, you will strongly repeat what you believe in with a summary of your argument points. It is like an argument sounds of writing, but it's more on persuading the readers. Because in persuading, we need to state a facts or evidence that can convince your readers that this is good or not. Gets? In persuading essay, using samples are important to increase understanding. If you are able to find some samples of persuasive text, grab this opportunity, highlighter, and start scanning them to main argument points. High modality words, emotive words, and connectives. Working through a sample text is a great way to help you understand the general structure and sequence of a specific text. In persuading text, we have these grammar and language conventions used. Words with high modality, words that shows high degree of certainty, for example, must, ought to, shall, has to, in comparison to words such as may, might, could, and would that have low modality and show less certainty. Next is the emotive. Descriptive words that appeals to the emotions. For example, wonderful, horrible, cruel, amazing, frightening, and perfect. Next is a formal voice. That is more formal voice is more authoritative and has more power of persuasion. The next one is the repetition. The repetition of words or phrases and concept to push your point of view. The fifth, connectives that have sequence your arguments. For example, firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, and etc. And the last one, in grammar and language conventions you should always use the present tense. Because in order you to distinguish the argumentative and persuasive text, just keep in mind that persuasive text is tend to persuade you with comforting words that would affect your opinion and stance. It has the charm to linking your experience into making a decision or taking a side. On the other hand, argumentative text does not concern of your attention, but it directly hits the flaws and remedies for a certain topics. It is more rational and would provide reasonable reason that would validate the arguments. Gets? Oh, before that, before I proceed, do you have any questions or clarifications? None? Okay. At this juncture, you will be having an oral recitation. Your name will be called by picking the index card randomly. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So first, we have our first winner, Leslie. So what is argumentative text? Okay. Thank you. Very good. Leslie, you listen well. Thank you. Please sit down. So our next winner is Jason. Where is Jason? Oh, Jason, please stand up. So your question is, what is persuasive text? Okay. You did well, sis. So thank you, Jason. Thank you. You also listened well for my lesson. Thank you. Please sit down. So our last winner, we have Martha. So Martha, please stand up. Your question is, with the discussion examples, how will you define argumentative text and persuasive text? Okay. Good. Thank you, Martha. Thank you. Okay, that's all for our oral recitation. So, stand by for the next activity. For the assessment of what you have learned from today's lesson, you will be tasked to conduct a group activity, a group debate. I will divide you into two groups. The motion for this debate is this House believes that death penalty should be abolished. Now, a toss coin procedure will be observed for us to fairly determine which group will take the opposition and the government side. Okay? Great. So this group is fated to defend the government side, and the other group, is defending the opposite side. For this debate to be at ease, I will providing you some supporting details supporting sheets that contain informative information about death penalty. While your group are discussing, I will be giving you some copies for the criteria of judging your performance. Only 45 minutes will be allotted for this activity. I will read the criteria. First, organization and clarity. The main arguments and response are outlined in a clear and orderly way. Second, the use of argument. Reasons are given to support the resolution. Third, the use of cross-examination and rebuttal. Identification of weaknesses in negative themes, arguments, and ability to defend itself against the attack. Fourth, the presentation style. Your tone of voice, clarity of expression, precision of all arguments all contributed to keeping audience attention and persuading them of the team's case. So class, let's start our group debate. Thank you for your sharing thoughts about abolishing death penalty. You delivered your arguments very well, and I do hope in the next debate in the near future you will be provide substantial and solid argument regardless of the approach you wanted to apply. Before I forget, may I ask the class secretary to disseminate the assignment I prepared, and this should be passed in the next meeting. Instructions are already provided. All you have to do is read, apply, and work for you to come up with good outputs. That is wrap for our lesson for today. Thank you class, and see you in our next meeting.